Infirmary Media.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 97 of the Video Rangers podcast. I'm Mike Ranger. Sitting beside me is Chris Ranger. Say hello, Chris Ranger.
Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Time to begin the show.
There is no pain you are receiving. A distant ship smoke on the horizon.
Love that fucking song, man.
I have become comfortably numb.
Have you seen the movie?
What, The Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Is that
seen,
song
like,
in the Wall?
Yeah.
I thought Hey You is the Wall.
Oh, maybe it's not The Wall.
The black, like...
No, it isn't.
Animation.
That's in The Wall. Wait. No, I can't remember.
I feel like Comfortably Numb's like later. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's phenomenal.
I gotta look it up now.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll bug me.
Yeah.
I love that I can look up stuff.
Yeah, that's the best part. Back in the day, you used to have to guess.
You just fuck. You're like, fuck, I'll never remember. And like 3 years later, you found out or something.
Yeah. All our information was wrong back in the day.
Dude, are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay. It is just in general. I'm at lunch last night.
Yeah.
And fucking these guys they're talking about the Michael Myers movie.
Yeah.
They don't even call it Halloween. They call it the Michael Myers movie.
Schmucks.
I'm trying to read shit on my phone.
How do you sit across from people that say shit like that?
For whatever
and not say like
having the loudest conversation about the most wrong things ever. And it just pisses. I can't even read what I'm trying to read on my phone. Like I'm just trying to eat my food and read because they're so fucking loud and wrong. And it's the Michael Myers movie, the new one. You see the new one?
The new Michael Myers movie.
Like it's like it's like one of the new guys and like the dumbest guy in the warehouse talking.
Okay.
And did they see Michael Myers' face in that one? And like, yeah, I think you see his face. And it's like, it's an old man looking, like he looks weird. It's not like, he's like a demon or something. And like just blabbing on.
He looks like a demon, huh?
That's what he said.
Wrong.
I haven't even seen the movie, so I don't know.
Way off.
But then he's like, and the other guy goes, yeah, but like, they still, didn't he like drown in the lake?
No, that's fucking
yes,
Friday 13th.
Exactly. I tuned in because I can't keep it anymore. No, that's Jason. And then like, so like it's okay. One dude's like 48, the other dude's like 22.
Okay. And
he looks like Zeke Elliott from the Cowboys, and he's like jacked.
Okay. And
he's like, yeah, it's not like the original Halloween, I think I made that in 84. So I go, 78. And, and I'm just like, I'm trying to read my little story on my phone that I'm reading, and like I'm pulling my fucking hair out at the same time.
Yeah, I don't blame
And I finish my food and I get the fuck out of there because it's just pissing me off so much.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst, man.
Like, I can't explain. It was like more than that. It was even more than that. It was just the dumbest shit. Like, people hate the government now. Well, I don't understand why people, someone's just going to shoot a missile at Congress and kill everyone at the same time.
You know what?
Like, yeah, sure.
Actually, I can agree with you there. So the other day, man, it's like the day after the elections, right? It's like the very next day. And I walk into the fucking first store that I have to see take their order. And I'm in the aisles and I'm like fucking like, oh, this guy needs a sponge. Let me order it. And there's a guy checking out at getting his lottery tickets, and he starts talking about. He just started talking. You can't just get his fucking lottery tickets and leave. He's got to say something while he's up there, right? He's like, "Oh, Trump, man, he shouldn't have been pissing off those women, man, because a woman's scorn gonna come and get you. You know what I'm saying, man?" And he's like, and he starts. Then I'm down by the cooler, like fucking 20 feet away from the register, and he starts talking to me because I'm the only guy there, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, right on, man," And I started thinking about it. And I'm just like, I feel like people are fucking. I don't get involved in politics. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But if you go on Facebook and everything, don't exactly. That's where I'm getting at. I feel like most people don't know what they're talking about, and they only know buzzwords and phrases.
Yes,
and they just go with that.
And they go with it, and then there's fake information.
Yeah,
I don't want to say
like fake news. You know, it's
but there's like just bullshit stuff out there.
No, and I really think
people like to run with it.
All this stuff. All this arguing and bitching that we're doing every single day, whether it be racism or taxes or social services, whatever the fuck it is, I feel like it's all one big distraction.
That is,
the
best thing the people want from people rising up, coming together, rising up, is disinformation, which means confusion and there's already hatred and
it's fucking crazy, man.
You have total disinformation. And people sound like fucking morons. They can't even complete whole sentences already.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's horrible, man.
All they hear is like headlines and buzzwords. Yeah. And that's what they repeat.
And I just feel like social media has made things fucking
I think it's made
way
worse.
Yes, it's awful. Everybody's got their fucking opinion. Like, I hate going on Facebook. Like, I'm only on Facebook because we have the podcast, and I like to post my fucking food pictures.
There's certain things that, like, where people can have come together and bring their ideas together. But at the same time, a lot of people have bad ideas, and then you got people who like trolls and stuff who are just putting disinformation, misinformation, and it's like snowballs, and it just makes things way worse.
Actually, now we're in a situation where ideas are not even welcome. If you even come to somebody with a legitimate discussion, let's say you want, let's put race as an example. If you want to discuss race openly, it's almost next to impossible to do without offending somebody.
That's what I don't understand. You bring ideas to the table. And you'll say you're more conservative and someone's more liberal. They won't want to even hear it. If you're liberal, it's like they won't even, instead of listening to you, they'll just block you.
Yeah.
And if you're just putting your ideas on the table. You're not spewing hate. You're just saying your piece. You'll just get blocked. We're just blocking ideas instead of just talking about things.
No, you're supposed to like work things out, and like one of the key like if we're gonna get through anything, like the actual idea of understanding needs to come into fucking play, because we don't forgive and forget at all. It's fucking nuts.
I hate to admit it, but like the only way to come together or like come to like some kind of just like a oneness would be to like a mass extinction, like a culling of human beings, or like, you know, like there needs to be like a catastrophe.
9/11.
No. I'm talking about like on like half the population has to go. I'm not saying we kill them. I'm saying like something terrible happens, like a disease happens, where like it totally humanity.
By the way,
humanity falls and it has to rebuild itself.
But what you are saying is that this is not your plan.
No, I'm not calling for a genocide.
This is.
I'm not. I'm saying it seems like that's the only way to like fix things. No, I'm not. And I am not a conservative, or I'm not a liberal. I fit right in the middle.
No, you're just a guy.
I'm just a guy
sitting in a room
who likes to drink beer sometimes and, shoot the shit.
Calls for the genocide.
I'm not calling for anything. It seems like that's the best solution.
No, I think if there's a solution.
The only solution.
No, if there is a solution.
No, you know what the solution is? I'll tell you what the real solution. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go right ahead.
Is education. We need to educate more people. I feel like if all the money just went into educating the children, our children, it would be more detrimental.
No, because I agree. I believe.
Excuse me.
I believe the children are our future.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for that, but I feel like there's just. That's what it is. I just talk to regular people at work, and like they're stupid.
I just think everybody.
And I don't think I'm like super smart, but it's just like you're a fucking moron.
I just think it takes different strokes to move the world.
Yeah, you're right. I don't. You know what? We don't know the answers. I don't know the answer. I think I know the answer, but it's not the answer.
No.
Look at fucking Arnold's room.
Look at Arnold's room.
It looks ridiculous.
It's pretty. Look, fuck Arnold's room. Look at Willis's outfit.
What the fuck is Willis wearing?
Oh God.
What the fuck is Willis wearing? Is he in college? That episode didn't happen yet.
No, this is the episode.
Oh, it is.
Because Willis is reading the letter right now that Arnold was going to give him when he left. He wasn't supposed to open it, but he pulled a fucking Doc Brown and opened the letter early.
All right.
I've been watching a lot of Family Ties lately. Like 30 episodes in.
How's that been going?
So it has its ups and its downs.
I tell you,
I really enjoyed the first season.
It's boring.
Well, I liked the first season a lot.
There's a reason why I didn't do well in syndication. Why it's not on today, only on like certain channels.
I just think as I'm like finishing up the second season that there's a lot that's kind of boring.
It's not rewatchable.
Some of it is. There's like episodes. Yeah. There's episodes that are pretty good. But I'm determined to watch the whole thing. I'm gonna go through the whole thing.
There's some really good episodes. The last episode is really heartstringy. It's sad.
Yeah.
I think Arnold, fucking Alex
P. Keaton.
I think he's leaving.
Yeah,
like he's going away. He's kind of saying goodbye, and it makes me think. It brings a lot of memories of just like the '80s, and like it's sad. He's been part of your life. I used to watch a lot of Family Ties as a kid.
And you gotta think, it's a different time because when people picked up and left in 1989, you really didn't see or hear from them. There was no Facebook. You're not still seeing their life play out.
Yeah.
Like you picked up and left.
I'm sure when people started first getting on Facebook, that was a huge, like finding people from 30 years ago was like, that was a big deal.
Now you can look
at a lot of people's lives.
Yeah. So at first I think that social media was like a good thing. Now it's just a place to post food pictures and hate people at the same time. Yeah, that's what it is. Hate people.
Honestly, I think we just said it before. I think social media. I think it might be worse than it might be doing more bad than good.
I don't like it anymore. I'm only on it because we have a podcast.
It's funny, I was just thinking the other day. I think it's worse than like.
This has been my thought for the entire. I've been thinking about this for a good 3 weeks.
Like we're in the information age, and it's just like, I think it's gotten worse. We're in a rut, technology wise. It seems.
I feel like we're in a rut as a fucking species. Like we're not doing too good right now. We're at a standstill.
We're spinning.
We're not progressing.
Here. There's no progression.
We should be on Mars by now. Should have the flying car.
It should be like people on the moon.
Yeah. No, instead we're fighting about fucking dumb shit, building a wall.
Oh, God, this stupid fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like imaginary lines where people can live now. And now we have to give you money. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there's a solution. There's so many people with so much money, but there's still people starving in the streets. Yeah. I don't understand. Like, you need, like, a golden toilet. You need, like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? How could you, like, live as... I understand that you want to live a nice life, but do you really need to live in, like a compound? Like a giant house in a giant area? Like, when do you see these people starving? And he's like, oh, they're lazy. Like, there's lazy people and all, and people need food and stuff, but, like, not everyone's just lazy. People just can't make it. It's not everyone can be rich. It doesn't work out that way.
Actually, the thing is that things happen throughout your life sometimes that might put you in a bad fucking way. Let's say you're married with fucking 3 kids, you're working a minimum wage fucking job, and then in the same month, your water heater breaks, your car breaks down, and you lose your job. What the fuck, dude? Like, and you're right though. It is fucking crazy. Like, you don't need a whole lot in this fucking world. Like, I think, I have a new house. My house isn't fucking huge. I would like maybe a little bit more space, but I wouldn't imagine why would I need quadruple the space like some people have? Like, why do I need like a house the size of a hotel? What? I'm only in like 3 rooms a day. What would I do? I'm in the bedroom, the bathroom, the living room, the kitchen. 4 rooms.
So Video Rangers get political here.
Yeah, this is interesting. We've been I'm on my third fucking High Life tall boy here.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah. We're just testing the.
This is the mic check.
The mic check. This is the stuff that doesn't make it to the episode until we don't record.
Until we can't do an episode every week.
All right. So what did you want to talk about in this mic check? Because you got something. You texted me.
Okay.
All right, let me hear it. Lay it on me.
I've seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory a million times. Probably you have too.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah, yes, the 1971.
The good one.
The 1971 version.
If you want to view paradise.
And there's a little detail that I always saw, but I never thought of it. So I'm at work and I'm bored to shit and like my mind's running. So I think of this part and I'm going all through it now. So the whole plot though is obviously he wants Charlie to win the chocolate factory, right? And I feel like there's the golden ticket is planted. There's no doubt.
So are you saying that you see Gene Wilder in the background at one point? And
No. But the Candyman works for him. The guy because the Candyman gives him the golden ticket, right?
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. But
can we look it up? Slugworth.
That's the other guy.
Is it Slugworth?
The Slugworth sees him immediately after he wins the golden ticket.
Yeah, immediately.
Like he runs down the street and he runs into him immediately. Yeah. So it's definitely
That's not Slugworth. He works for me.
It's definitely set up. Just from that.
Yeah.
Considering anyone in the world can win this ticket. Right? And someone fakes it. Well,
maybe they planted the last one because somebody faked it, but that wouldn't make sense because they had.
That's not what I'm really getting at. I'm just that was just a point, but like obviously that's part of it. It's set up. He knows Charlie and he's looked him up and he wants him to win, right? So there's a part where everyone's getting the everlasting Godstopper.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing that Slugworth wants. He tells everyone that's what he wants. And he doesn't give it to Charlie until Uncle
Grandpa Joe?
Grandpa Joe says something and he goes, what about Charlie? Because he's rooting for
one for Charlie.
Because Wonka's rooting for Charlie to win. He doesn't want to give it to him because that's part of the test.
Yeah.
Is not to sell that.
Okay.
It's a little telling that he doesn't give him the Godstopper immediately, you know? Someone has to speak up for him.
Okay.
And so, eventually, and I love the angry Wonka at the end. It's like one of the best slow.
When he freaks out at the end?
It's like they stole fizzy lifting
drinks. You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
It's right there, black and white, crystal clear. You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
You licked a wall and needs to be sterilized?
Sterilized? Yes, the whole...
I can't do it.
Some of the greatest lines. I love it. I love that part so much.
Gene Wilder's so good in that.
You love Gene Wilder.
You love him. You love him. Holy Jewish grandmother right there. Oh, you love the Gene Wilder. Your inner Seinfeld.
I can't stand the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No, I don't like the new one.
I don't like Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka.
Here's a better question. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which kid do you hate the most? Who's your least favorite person?
Veruca Salt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't like her, but I really don't like Mike TV.
I don't like him. Yeah. He's a close second. He's right there.
Yeah, I don't...
she's a real see you next Tuesday. You know?
Yeah.
But Mike TV's a fucking jackass. He needs to be punched in the face. Really don't like Mike TV.
I don't like him at all. I think he sucks. Hate Mike TV.
And the other thing I was thinking, why does Wonka need to move the chocolate through the TV? He's gonna teleport chocolate to a different world
to save on shipping costs.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
So I'm thinking about it. Okay, so at the end, so the whole thing's a test.
Okay.
All right.
That's really what it is.
He only gives it to...
It's a Rubik's Cube.
Honestly, if you think about it, Charlie's fuck up is the fizzy lifting drinks. But there's no Oompa Loompa song because they don't get caught.
Well,
and no one gets fucked up.
He didn't go through the blades.
No, he didn't go through the blades. But
we'll be chopped to bits, Charlie.
But it's not really Charlie's fault because Papa Joe is what an adult told him was all right.
Yeah. What Charlie didn't do it on his own. All the other kids
just do it themselves.
Yeah.
So either way, that's what Wonka gets mad at. But the test is that he gives the fucking gobstopper back, and now he can trust him.
Yeah.
Child's innocent, and he's not an asshole, even though it's worth millions to a very, very poor family. You know, four lazy grandparents who can stand up and get jobs.
Yeah.
That one lady who does laundry and fucking...
That's Charlie's mother.
And Charlie's mother does laundry, and one fucking kid who does newspapers takes care of the whole family. 4 adults who can't work.
And then he gets fucking mocked when he goes to class. Like, Charlie Bucket, how many Wonka balls did you buy? 2. 2? I can't figure out just 2.
You can't figure out the fraction?
So let's say you did 200.
That's a good one.
Hands down, worst part of that movie.
Well, Cheer Up Charlie.
Absolutely. The worst part of that fucking movie. And I love Charlie and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, it's great.
I love that movie.
It's very creepy. Some people, it's creepy parts of it.
I think it's so good.
Weird, but I love it.
I think it's so good, man.
You know what? This is where Tim Burton found his way.
No, I think all this stuff, this weird stuff.
He made a shitty Charlie.
He did a bad version of it.
I didn't like it.
But you know what? I don't have to ever watch that.
That was more by the book.
Yeah, but Gene Wilder makes the movie, man.
I think what I don't like about it is that nothing's real.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking CGI. That's what I think really turns me off.
Yeah, because the first one they went out of their way to build sets, and I could actually imagine that being a possible place.
Now,
the way it was built.
At the end, he tells Charlie, I needed to find a child to run my chocolate factory. I can't give it an adult. They'll run it the way they want to run it. And it's wait, at a certain point, Charlie's going to be 20, 30 years old. He might want to run it the way he wants to run it. He might have ideas or something like that. And Wonka would still be around.
I think that what he means is that if an adult took this over, he would run it as a business. A child might run it as...
Yeah, but he won't be a child forever.
No, he won't. But at the same time, would an adult come up with a scrumdiddlyumptious bar? You know what I mean?
Well, Wonka's one of the billion kind of guy.
Yeah,
he's very, he's very different than anyone.
Eccentric,
ever met.
If you will.
Eccentric,
very eccentric.
Better word. Yeah. He's eccentric. So I feel like, okay, so now his four grandparents. His father died, but his 4 grandparents are alive, and his mother live in the chocolate factory. They have to live by Wonka's rules.
So they can't stay in bed all day?
No. They have... No, not necessarily, but I would imagine the way Willy Wonka has his factory set up, he's a perfectionist. He's going to have some harsh rules. Lights out at 8. Shit like that. You know what I mean? And, maybe... I'm thinking he's got illegal aliens working in his factory. He's got
the Oompa Loompas.
He's got pygmies working in his factory. I didn't see any woman Oompa Loompas. They might I don't know. They might rape Charlie or something.
No, all you saw was 12 little people in red face.
And, yeah, Indians were very upset about that, Mike.
Yeah. Native Americans, please.
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm just as bad then.
Yeah. First genocide, now this. I just think that the whole world can learn from that movie because you just have to think if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it.
Taught me is everything's a test. Because all these kids are tested. Charlie was tested at the end. He just gave $1 million away. Is at the end with the candy.
Yeah,
he gave back to him, which Grandpa Joe was we'll go with we'll take that gobstopper for Slugsworth.
And he gives it back.
Yeah. And that was... And a second ago, fucking Wonka's yelling his fucking brains out.
That's so good.
Can you imagine that? And at that point, Charlie was like thinking, like, man, you're a fucking dick. Here, take your fucking candy, asshole.
Good day to you, sir.
You know? But like, as I'm thinking, like, what's going on? Did Wonka, like, did he hook up with, like, Charlie's mom? You know, what's going on with Charlie these days? He's, like, just hanging out with Oompa Loompas? Like, can he go out? He's, like, 30 years old, 35 years old. Maybe he's got some new ideas and, like, you know, I gotta run it Wonka's way. I can't run it my way.
I guess that could eventually be an issue, but,
right? I mean, dude, you get your own ideas.
I just think that he was more thinking I think he was just more along the lines thinking like, hey, I want a child's imagination to run
because now he'll get better ideas from a kid or so.
Yeah,
maybe he can get more ideas now. But at the future, what's going on with the future now? You got an adult Charlie running things here. Does he have to dress like Wonka? Is he like a little mini Wonka?
See, the reality of the situation is that 40 years into the future, we discovered that Willy Wonka was really a pedophile, and the company has closed.
He's got little men at his factory.
Yeah, that's the future. That's the future. You know what we should call this segment? Politics and the Chocolate Factory. About as real as we get here.
So that's my little thing. All right. Well,
what was the name of the elevator at the end? The Wonkavator. Wonkavator. Good up ways and sideways and down ways and diagonal ways and any ways you could think of. And I've tried them all until now. Except this one.
There's one button that just goes up and flies. Okay.
That's glass. It'll shred us to pieces.
No. I was always disappointed because there was Wonka candy, and it was just like fucking sweet tarts and like bottle caps.
Yeah, it was never
I wanted chocolate, motherfucker. Yeah,
and then I've gotten chocolate a couple times from them, but it's not been very good.
I never had Wonka chocolate.
No, yeah, it's not very. There's nothing great about it, but
it's
yeah,
that cheap, shitty chocolate.
That movie made me want to taste everything in the candy store.
Cause, dude, honestly, that Wonka bar, like the wrapper, looks fucking. It makes it look. It's like. Perfect. Like the way they designed it looks awesome.
And the Scrumdiddlyumptious bar looked good too. It was like,
dude, how do you not make chocolate? How did like Hershey not buy Wonka bar in like the 80s? Because the movie by then was very popular.
Well, when the Gobstoppers come out.
Make fucking something like that. Like just make the Wonka bar.
Well, somebody makes a Wonka bar. I don't know who owns
chocolate Wonka bar.
But I don't know what company it is. It's because if you buy the Gobstoppers, it says Wonka on it. If you buy like some weird fucking pop candy,
a Gobstopper, it never loses its flavor. So you gotta like put it in a wrapper,
or it gets any smaller. Yeah, that's like a shitty candy. It's not good.
You want it to go away. You want your candy to go away.
Eventually,
what he just described is impossible.
Yeah,
like thermodynamics. Makes it impossible.
Thermodynamics, huh?
Well, I don't want to get into quantum dynamics, but hey, I don't want to blow your mind or anything.
Who would have thought that Wonka would have solved fucking erosion in one day?
Yeah, candy erosion.
Yeah, there you go.
He really did.
He's got wallpaper that you can lick. All I envision,
it's like smelling stickers, scratching stickers.
But the funny is, like, all I can envision is like, because he's like, we're developing it for like nursery schools, but. If like, can you imagine a room full of fucking like 4-year-olds and they're all just around the wall, just licking it, just standing there all day?
So my brother and his friend smoked a lot of pot, right? And one of his friends' names was Ron, and they used to go, and he'd call him Ron Cron, and they go, the cranberries smell like cranberries, like making fun of him.
It's the snozberries.
The cranberry, the cranberries taste like cranberries.
Whoever heard of a snozberry?
Ron Cron.
Whoever heard of a snozberry?
Oh, that fucking snotty bitch.
We are the dreamers, and
He's got
are
some
the
great
makers.
lines.
Yeah,
great lines like that.
I really like when they open the door and they go into the actual like factory with the chocolate river.
Oh, and it's yeah. It's fucking great. Yeah, that whole setup is awesome.
Yeah, the movie's more than a musical. Like the songs really elevate it. Like the songs are good.
They just nailed it.
It's like
songs in the new one The new one?
I have no idea, but there's a few musicals that really nail it and they become timeless.
I don't like
Wizard of Oz.
I don't like songs in like, you know, in movies, and that like I that's the one. As one of them, it's fine. Yeah, it totally is great, except for Cheer Up Charlie.
Yeah, I hate that song. You should see Rappin'. The movie Rappin'. It was supposed to be Breakin' 3, and they just called it Rappin', and it's basically like it's a hip hop musical. So when they break into song,
like the Wiz,
they break into rap.
But it's like that's more like
nah, it's not quite like the Wiz. It's as cheap as the Wiz looks. Okay. I mean, but I don't like the Wiz. I don't know what it is about it.
I don't really seen the Wiz.
I've seen it a couple times.
I've seen parts of it. I never dug into it.
Didn't really like it because I had seen The Wizard of Oz and I was like,
Oh, Comfortably Numb is on the wall.
Is it?
It is. Yeah. I thought so. I don't know why I couldn't remember, but yeah, it is.
We'd like to thank you for tuning into this episode of the Video Rangers podcast. And most importantly, we'd really like to thank everybody that's stuck with us for the past 2 years, and especially the past month or so. I know the episodes are a little different than what we normally do. Chris and I are finding, it's been a little difficult for me and Chris to get together and record, but we really appreciate everybody that's stuck with us. We hope that everyone has a nice Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Feel free to drink and sit in your car and sleep there. It's cool. Don't freeze. But until next time, if you've seen a bad movie, we're ready to believe you.
Infirmary Media.